Hi guys, I was thinking of doing a chit chat get ready with me today. So it's actually like 6 p.m. right now, and I thought it would just be a fun thing to do. I'm gonna do my makeup and just like talk about things, how I've been doing, and my trip to Japan that I just came back from. I will be using some makeup that I got from Japan. To start off, I'm going to apply a primer, and this is I got this in Japan, and I actually also got the setting spray that it's by the same company, Kose, and yeah, I thought they were both pink and they were really cute, and so I got both of them as like a little set, although I had to buy them individually. So I already applied my skincare, and I actually just showered and washed my hair, so I'm gonna do my makeup and then my hair. So for the primer, I'm just gonna give it a shake. So it is quite liquidy. I actually have tested this out before, and it actually kept my makeup on the whole day. And if it can beat the Japan humidity and keep your makeup lasting through that summer weather, then it's probably really good and does keep your makeup lasting for a long time. So I'm gonna do that on my T-zone and a little bit on my chin. I did find that my skin did improve while I was in Japan, even though I was eating a lot of greasy fried foods, like the shrimp tempura, the katsu. Oh, it was so good. But I found that my chin pimples were disappearing, and I didn't have any more like cystic acne flare-up during my time in Japan. But now that I'm back, I have noticed a couple of flare-ups. There's 2 here, and one just popped actually, and it's stopped bleeding, but it's still red, and I have this one pretty deep cystic pimple that also appeared. So, it leads me to think that it has to do with the weather. So Japan is very humid, but here, now that I'm back in New York, it's a lot more dry, and I think that dry weather actually does flare up my pimples. So now that's done, I'm going to go in with a cushion. My room is quite a mess, and I plan on cleaning up and organizing after I film this get ready with me and little makeup chit chat. I need to clean my desk and organize my drawers, my closet. Yeah, just lots of things I need to do. And I've been in quite of a slump since I got back from Japan. I had so much fun there, and now coming back to New York, it's so dreary. I miss the environment and the vibe in Japan. I feel like New York is a lot more brutalist compared to Japan, and especially Tokyo, it's very vibrant, and there's so much cutesy things there. I love how the train at every stop, it does a little jingle to remind people to get off. I find that actually so cute. And also the trains in Japan are so much more quieter than the ones here in New York. Like the MTA subway station cannot. I'm using the Clio Kill Cover Mesh Glow Cushion in the shade 4BO, and it's actually a little light for me right now since I actually got a little tan, even though I put on sunscreen every day and use a parasol that I got. It's actually from WPC and it's a pink soda umbrella. It's super cute. So I did take steps for sun protection, but I was out basically all day for 2 weeks in the summer, and so I definitely got tan still. I also I'm still recovering from a cold sore on the side of my lip here, and so my immune system has been a little down lately, probably from the traveling, the long flights, and adjusting to the new food in Japan. And now that I'm back, I'm just like slowly recovering, and it's slowly getting better. I've been also taking vitamins. I started taking them while I was in Japan. I got the DHC multivitamin, and so I'm gonna keep on taking that, see if it helps me with how my body fights off my cold sore, and also to see if it improves my brain fog and fatigue that I have throughout the day. Okay, cushion is done. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of eyeshadow primer from Can Make, and it's an eyeshadow base. What I want out of the eyeshadow primer is to keep my eyeshadow lasting throughout the day, but also help with glitters adhering, because I find that with glitter it's like so easy to come off throughout the day, like flakes off or falls off, and if I put a lot, even if I put a lot initially, by the end of the day pretty much most of it is gone. So I really hope that this eyeshadow base helps with that. Okay, so that's done. Next I'm going to go in with a little concealer and spot conceal some of my acne. I'm going to go in with the NARS concealer, soft matte complete concealer in the shade light 2.2 or nicotine. I'm going to go in with a brush, okay, and just spot conceal. So I have this pimple here that I'm going to cover up, and so I have acne scars here, especially around my chin. So I'm going to try to cover those up. I have a little pimple right here near my nose, and some redness on my forehead from the acne scars. Okay, so now that is done. Next, I am going to go in with, I think, some cream bronzer. So my go-to bronzer / contour lately is the Rare Beauty cream bronzer in the shade Bright Side. Just gonna do cheekbone, chin, and a little bit of my nose. And and hopefully this will also help my cushion foundation match my neck better, since it's definitely a lot more lighter than my neck and the rest of my body, the cushion that is. I'm also wearing these really adorable earrings that I got in Japan. They're from 4C. They're my first lobes, and it's part of the Sakura collection. So they look like little cherry blossom petals. It's 10 karat rose gold, and I think the crystals here, there's one here and one down here, so it's kind of asymmetrical, and they're made out of cubic zirconium. I can shower with them and basically not have to take them off. And I'm trying to invest more in solid gold jewelry so that I can wear them like 24/7 and not have to worry about taking them on and off in the shower, but also have them be timeless pieces that I will have basically for a long time. For example, I have these 2 rings. This one is from Capper and this one's from Orate. I got it engraved with the letter V, which is the first initial of my boyfriend's name. So, super cute. I love it. Now I'm gonna go in with cream blush, and I'll just use my fingers for it. I'm gonna use the Chit cream blush in the shade PK40, and I got this also in Japan. I saw it on TikTok actually. That's why I got it, and to test it out. It's a super cute rosy blush. So I actually like to keep my blush placement relatively underneath my eyes, and in the center of my cheeks, and blending it out to the sides and a little lower. I'm also going to add a little bit onto my nose, give a little sun-kissed look to my blush. Now I'm going to powder. I got this Supin powder, and this is the yellow version, and I think it's like limited edition. I got it at Cosme, and it's supposed to be osmanthus scented, and it smells really good. It smells floral and sweet, but very light, so it's not irritating at all. I'm gonna go in with a powder brush. Here we go. So I'll start off with the large brush and sort of powder all over my face. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with the smaller end of the brush and focus on certain points. So my T-zone here. But I'm actually going to avoid my cheeks so I can keep a little bit of that glow. Next I'm going to go in with an eyebrow gel, and I've had this for a while now. I got it at Tesso. It's called the Heavy Rotation Coloring Eyebrow, and this one is the shade B19, I think. So I'm actually going to skip eyeshadow today, but instead use a little bit of bronzing powder as eyeshadow. I'm gonna grab a skinny small brush here, and I'm gonna go in with the Can Make shading powder in the shade 01. It's super cute. I love CanMake. Their products are super cheap but really nice, and their packaging is so adorable. I'm going to take a little bit of that powder and further contour my nose just a little bit. I'm gonna do my aerosol with this pen I got. It's called the One Day Tattoo. It's shade 13 and it's like a pinky color. So I'm just gonna go ahead and line. And then the other side is a powder like this. It's pearly pinky powder. And this side, it's a liquid liner. Next, I'm going to curl my lashes, and I got this Shu Uemura eyelash curler. I don't really see a difference between the Shu Uemura and the Shiseido lash curler, and in fact, the Shu Uemura one is actually more expensive. It's about, I think, $20, while the Shiseido one in Japan is only like $10, so big price difference. And the difference in my lashes, it's not really that noticeable for me. I think that they perform basically the same, and in terms of the applicator too, like they look almost exactly the same. So I say if you want a good effective lash curler, just go with the Shiseido one. I heard from TikTok that this mascara, it's from Etuse, it's a lash top coat, and it got popular on TikTok because of the applicator. It's like this. So it has one side we have little ridges that is supposed to like fan out and coat each individual lash, and the other side is used to kind of clump them together to give you that like Korean very defined lash look. And so far I really enjoy it. It holds my curl really well and does give me that very specific almost spiky lash effect. It's also waterproof, and I really, really enjoy it. I would say that this is pretty much gonna be my everyday daily mascara. And I got an extra one for backup just because of how good it is, and so far I haven't been able to find it online for a decent price. It's like way overpriced if I want to buy it in the US online, so I'm really glad that I got it and was able to find it in Japan. I got the first one in or at Cosme, and then the second one I got it in Plaza on the B2 floor of Shibuya 109. And I'm gonna go in with the CanMake Creamy Touch Liner in the shade 3, which is dark brown, and I'm going to line my waterline with this. I'm also going to wing it out just a little bit. Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit of glitter on my eyelids. I'm going to use the CanMake Jewelry Shadow Veil in the shade 6. And it's like this pinky warm toned. So, like the makeup look today, it's going to be on the warm tone side for summer. Take a little bit of that glitter too and put it on my cheeks. A little bit on my nose. And I'm gonna do my lip now. I've been really loving the Kate Lip Monster, and this one is in the shade 15. And it's kind of like a warm, rosy lip color. Kate is sold almost everywhere. It's at Plaza as well, and also Don Quixote and Matsumo Kiyoshi's all throughout Japan. It's it was super popular, I heard, during the COVID-19 pandemic, because it is supposed to be quite long lasting, and it fades really nicely. So you apply it, and if you eat food and stuff, it does fade, but it fades really beautifully. Like, you don't get any patchiness, and it does leave a little bit of a rosy tone on your lips even after you eat food. Now I'm gonna go in with the setting mist, and this will lock in my makeup. And that is my makeup look for today. After this, I'm going to go ahead and clean my room and try to get some work done before bed tonight. Alright, thank you for watching. Goodbye.